Okay, today we are checking out a new stack. It is not brand spanking new, but it's fairly new. It's the hglrc forward fd445. It's a 20 by 20 stack, and it's pretty sweet. This has got to be the nicest stack that I've seen from hglrc so far, and I'm a pretty big fan of hglrc stacks. I love the f440. That was one of my favorite stacks, and it still is a great stack. It's just getting harder to find these days. It sucks how sometimes things that are great just kind of fade away as they get older, and it's not even that old, you know. I mean, within a year, it's just, you can't find stuff that is still good. Anyway, dang, this is a really nice 4-in-1. So it's 20 by 20. It isn't much bigger than the holes, so that's really nice that it's real compact. It's not like extra long or wide or anything. I like it more when the plug is on the same side as the right side up, but that's okay. So you got your plug. Battery pads look really nice. You got them on both sides, which is great. The ones on the bottom look a little bit smaller. Pads for the motor wires are only on one side, but that's okay. I've never had a problem with hglrc pads coming off, especially on a 4-in-1. Look at all those caps down the middle. Looks nice. Everything looks great. I love that it has a plug instead of pins. Here is the flight controller. It is an F4. It does use an MPU 6000, which is awesome. I love that gyro. iFlight told me recently that MPU 6000 is on its way out, and I hope not, because I love that gyro. Whenever I have problems with other flight controllers that, you know, make your quad shake or not fly good, it's always because it's some other gyro. Anyway, let's check this out. So we got pads here. This is battery power, camera, control, video in, ground, 5-volt, and that's for if you're running more than 4 motors. So that's cool. All the camera stuff is in the front, I believe, if that's the right way. Yeah, that would be forward. I like that they have the boot button on the side right there, so it's easy to access when it's in a quad. So all your camera stuff's here. Camera control. The back, let's see, you got TX6, buzzer, UART1, 2 5-volt grounds. VTX stuff is over here. Battery, ground, and then a 5-volt. So you can use either 5-volt or battery for your VTX. Another UART, 2 more UARTs. So there's 4 UARTs. Probably 5 UARTs. Let me look. So it's the biggest thing for me about this stack was that I was going to be using it for a 6S quad. So the ESC is a 45 amp with a 55 amp burst for 5 seconds, which is really good. It is BL Heli 32. This is 10.8 grams and this is 4.7 grams, so it's 15.5 grams total, which is not bad. The BEC, the 5-volt BEC on this is 3 amps, which is really nice. You don't see 3 amp BEC too often. No BEC on the 4-in-1. The firmware that it uses, the Betaflight target, is Omnibus F4V6. I don't remember that one being in there, but I haven't looked for that before, so. But yeah, 2 to 6S. That's so awesome. Usually a stack will be, if it's 6S, it'll be only 3 to 6S, or if it's under 6S, it'll be 2 to 6 or 2 to 4S or whatever, you know. But this is actually 2 all the way up to 6S, which is just awesome. The bottom side has no pads at all. I'm not sure if this is a barometer right here. It looks like it. Let me check. I didn't see anything that said it had a barometer. I would have to plug into Betaflight to check, but that looks like one right there. I'm like 90% sure it is. So yes, this is just an awesome stack. It also comes with it actually comes with an XT60 instead of an XT30, so you know it's made for going on bigger quads. The cap isn't... Oh, it gives you two different caps, so a smaller cap and a big cap. There's the 1035 volt, and this is 220 35 volt. My favorite XT60 with the cap on it. I love these XT60s. I wish they would make different colored ones though. And then you get some... What are these? Probably 18 gauge. It looks like 18 gauge wire, and then some 12 gauge wire. 14 gauge. This is probably for the cap, and this is for the XT60. And then you got your plug. And a nice little drawing, which they always put in, which is helpful. It looks like there is just the TX, which would be the ESC telemetry. Shows you where everything goes right here. Buzzer, your receiver and buzzer go on this side, VTX on this side, also a GPS if you want, and then camera up front. Man, this is just really nice. No wonder it's $90. And then you get a nice bag of long M2 screws, some plastic spacers, and some rubber O-rings, which is great. They never used to do this before. This is the perfect stuff that you would want to come with your stack. And some nice little steel M2 nuts. That's awesome. And I'm just so excited that there's a plug instead of pins. That's just so nice. So it would go, let's see, back, front. Oh, okay, same plugs are on the same side, just like that. So it does make it a little bit wider because of the plug being on the bottom, and then this plug being on the bottom. Not too tall though, probably 13 to 15 millimeters. Looks like a pin came out when I pushed it in. Stay in. There we go. Okay. I think that's all I got.